There are possibly hundreds of airdrops on both EVM and non-EVM chains. The right airdrop will reward you heavily, and the wrong airdrop will be a huge waste of your time. There are only a few airdrops that are worth farming right now, and one of them is called ONRE Finance. ONRE Finance is an on-chain asset manager over on Solana blockchain. Think of it as a bridge between traditional finance as well as crypto. ONRE Finance has its own yield-bearing stablecoin called ONyc. And no, it's not in any way related to New York City, it's just its name. ONyc is a yield-bearing stablecoin pegged to the US dollar. If I'm not 100% wrong, then the yield primarily comes from on-chain strategies as well as reinsurance premiums and collateral returns. Right now, ONyc has a current base APY of over 10%. And if we are talking about traction for ONRE Finance, currently ONRE Finance has a TVL of over 69 million. Now for the most important part of this video, how do we farm the ONRE Finance airdrop? ONRE Finance has its points campaign live, and the very first thing that you are going to need is some USDC over on the Solana network to get the ONyc token. You do not have to go to a DEX to swap into ONyc. You can swap USDC or USDG directly for ONyc right on the ONRE Finance app. Once you have swapped your stablecoins for ONyc, which of course is also a stablecoin, you will start earning points right away for the ONRE Finance airdrop. But we are not here for small rewards, we are here for big rewards. So let me show you some strategies that I'm personally following right now to maximize the amounts of points that I earn for the ONRE Finance airdrop. Just holding the ONyc token isn't going to give you any sort of multipliers for points for ONRE Finance. You're going to have to use it within the Solana ecosystem to earn a higher points multiplier for a bigger rewards in terms of airdrops. So for example, using the ONyc or ONyc token within Exponent or RateX gives you a 5x points boost, looping gives you a 6x boost, lending gives you a 3x boost, and providing liquidity gives you a 2x and up to 10x boost in some cases. So which one should you pick right here? What I'm personally doing is taking my ONyc token over to Exponent, which itself does not have a token, so we might earn some airdrops for this as well. But yeah, I take my ONyc token here and then provide liquidity within Exponent for the PT markets. Providing liquidity here with your ONyc token not only gives you a 5x points boost, but it also gives you an APY of 13.46%, which is literally higher than the base APY of the ONyc token. And do not forget, there is another crucial step that you need to follow to earn a bigger airdrop, and that is to subscribing to this channel and liking this video. That was smooth, right? I know. But anyways, moving on. For providing liquidity on Exponent with your ONyc token for the PT market is not that high of a risky strategy, but the good thing about it is it earns you 5x multiplier for points as well as 13% APY. Now if you want to go one step higher than this, then you can do looping with your ONyc token over on Loopscale. In very simple and plain language, looping is using your ONyc token as collateral and then borrowing USDC and then using that USDC to buy more ONyc token. That is basically what looping is. I personally don't like this strategy because you are going to end up paying high amounts of interest on your borrowed USDC, and the return that you get isn't even substantial. You're only getting about 6x points boost for taking a higher amount of risk. So the ratio of risk to reward is very bad in terms of looping your ONyc token. Similarly, you can also use your ONyc token on the Camino platform, which is a lending and borrowing platform over on the Solana blockchain. Lastly, to earn the highest amounts of points boost, which is up to 10x, you're going to have to use either Camino or Orca to provide liquidity in the ONyc and Jito Sol pool. I personally don't like this strategy because Jito Sol, which is liquid staked Solana, can be very volatile. With higher volatility, there is going to be significant amount of impermanent loss, especially if the range that you are using is very tight. But of course, if you are someone who is betting very big on the success of OnRe, then this is for you, because you are essentially betting on your position that the airdrop from ONRE Finance is going to cover any of the losses that will be produced in the ONyc Jito Sol liquidity pool. Anyways, that was for the strategy. If if you want more info or if you want to get in touch with me, make sure that you follow me on X. Links for ONRE Finance and all these platforms that I mentioned in this video will be in the description. But anyways, if you want to check out more airdrop related videos, then make sure you check these videos right here.